Have you heard of the rumors? How could I? Stuck here doing your chores too? I don't have time for village gossip.
Apparently the prince found some tragic peasant girl to fall in love with at a ball. You went to the ball, right? Broke the glass slippers that used to be in the window?
Have a glass shop to run, Martin? I don't have time for rumors about a prince who has a new love every month. Now, is there anything else I can help you with, or are you just here for story time?
Well, since you'll never be the type of girl a prince would marry, I have an option for you. You'll marry me.
No, thank you.
You will marry me. Then the Scotch shop will go to me, and your uncle will have no problems with the court's law of succession.
I think you need to relearn what option means. It's not happening. I'd rather marry that stuck-up, know-nothing royal rat than you.
You will change your mind.
Doubtful. I'm not the one to ruin the dreams of children.
I'm not a child.
If you say so. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Why do you still have some medicine? It's still just
Devil's breath is spreading?
I heard most of it for sure, but I think it's good.
But if it's not in the village, then where is it?
The village across the river. We saved him last week. First a convict with guards last month, and now this.
So, is it true that the prince has maybe fallen in love with a commoner?
I hate to spread it, but so.
Do you know how?
Apparently she left a shoe up for a wooden help and had the mark from emergency hospital on the street.
What kind of shoe?
It's in the girl's name is fairy tale.
Yeah, right.
You have to admit, this is one of my better plans. We find the successful merchants, show them we can work together, and we finally find you a girlfriend.
All right, but just as long as your father doesn't find out, okay? We can't risk him blowing up and taking away the crown from you.
He doesn't need to know. It's not like he'll notice.
All right, good, because you need to keep the crown so that you can
Be among the people. Adventure!
make sure that the kingdom doesn't ever end up in smoke.
Well, it's best to be optimistic then, for all our sakes. Hello, ladies.
Be with you in a second, sir. What is it, Gerda? I told you. The price is the same as always. Martin is going to kill me if I give you another discount. Your Highness. How can I help you, Your Highness?
You attended the ball last full moon?
Yes, my uncle's been sick, so I used the invitation Your Highness so graciously gave to the Merchants' Council.
And you danced with me?
Yes, I had that honor. I had better be getting arrested.
And have you heard the good news that's been floating around the villages?
She has. We all have.
If you will kindly follow us.
Let Martin know. Please, please, let me be getting arrested.
You have to. Everything is going according to plan. We get the Merchant Council to love us by working with one of them, and then there's our other plan.
All right, first of all, your plan, okay? I want written in every book in this damn library that had nothing to do with this plan.
You had everything to do with this plan. I'm doing this for you.
You're doing this because you're a busybody and a lousy friend.
Well, one of us should get to have a love life.
Hey, that's not.
It's the way it is. You know, my father would never let me have a crown if he knew I kept breaking up my engagements.
Well, you get to be happy too, and regardless if this was another man.
Well, princes don't get to marry for them. But you could.
And we're back to this. Will you at least give me the common decency to excuse myself and do my job before she gets here?
Sure. Meet you at the stables after?
Of course.
Niece of Merchant Council, Sarah Armstrong.
Ah, Sabine, come, sit.
Your Highness.
You know why you're here, right? Great.
Well, Your Highness.
Charles.
Your Highness.
Charles.
Charles. I don't think I quite understand.
It's quite simple, really.
It doesn't make sense. I'm a commoner, after all.
But that's exactly the point.
It is?
I have big plans. Must be very exciting for you. Oh, so many things.
I'm actually confused. Really, really confused.
Didn't you hear I was searching for you?
I did, Your Highness, but I'm not sure if I understand. We barely know each other.
But we met at the ball.
But, Your Highness...
Charles.
Could you have really fallen in love in such a short amount of time? I mean, maybe there's someone more suited to your refined tastes?
Excuse me?
I didn't mean to offend you, that's just a rumor in the village.
Well, it's just, can you tell me exactly what you heard in the village?
That the prince had fallen in love with a commoner, someone he danced with, someone he planned to marry, someone he traced by their shoe.
And everyone in the village had this rumor. And that girl in the shop, do you think she's told everyone I was there?
She's a local healer for the surrounding villages, so by now the whole country knows.
Get me Colin! You should be headed to the guard station.
Oh, there's no need to call the guard, Your Highness. I won't say anything. I'll even deny the rumors. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't want anything.
So what you're saying is you thought I was going to ask you to marry me, and you didn't want that?
No offense.
Absolutely none taken. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go see if my father's heard of this, if there's anything he cares about. It's mine.
He has. He's on his way. He expressed for the peace.
No, sister, there's no need to.
Good morning, Father.
Charles, this is your biggest mess yet. 6 times I've had to fix situations where you backed out of marriages. 6. I'm running out of countries, and you go and start some rumor about a peasant girl. Now, while your love for the comic book has always been entertaining, this is a PR disaster. The people will turn on you if you back out now. Your precious little commons. So you know what? Fine, marry her.
But I can stop the rumors, Father.
But the court will turn on you if he marries a commoner.
Ah, the lords will not be happy about this. Not happy at all.
The people need us, though.
Looks like you need one of them.
You know, this is just a big misunderstanding. I can get it smoothed out. It might take a year, maybe a couple months, but it'll all go according to plan.
The only thing you will be planning for the next couple of months is what your wedding colors will be.
But I can't marry her. Not that she's not a great person, sure, but I can't.
You went looking for her, didn't you?
If I might be so bold, sir, the people do love a good rumor. And by tomorrow will be something else. The price of bread, the neighbors and fairs. This will all blow over soon. Trust me. I know Charles has made lots of mistakes in the past. I've seen most of them unfold. But this will just be a blip in the scheme of things. Just, I'll help you make it right. Just give us a chance.
But why can't he marry?
I'd rather not say.
Call it.
Well, you see,
It's what you're saying, Father.
Charles?
Excuse me? Well, I realize I probably don't get a say here. While that castle is lovely, I just don't think I'm the right girl for this. I don't want to...
Maybe this will teach you how to behave, Charles. It's this or your crown.
But Father.
You must keep the court happy, keep the people from turning, or you'll lose your right as heir.
The lords will be furious.
Father, that's not...
That's enough.
Come on, I'll get you settled.
Settled?
Hey, you're stuck here too until we find a way out of this marriage.
Stuck. In the castle?
Yep. Worst prison there will ever be.
I'm not saying I don't agree, but you are the prince.
And the prince has to do whatever the king tells him to.
Well, boo-hoo, you have to listen to Daddy.
Hey, can we not argue for like half a second here? I'm trying to come up with a plan.
No, look, sorry I can't commiserate. Listen, your dad's rules mean I'm going to lose any right to my glass shop.
What do you mean?
Women can't inherit unless there's absolutely no man in the picture. And have this evil apprentice just waiting to get his grubby little hands all over my hard work. So, while you guys plan, which, by the way, this plan, or whatever you want to call it, it went swell. I have the utmost confidence in you. I'm going back to my glass shop to salvage what I can.
Wait, you can't leave.
Watch me.
I hate to admit this, but Charles is right. You can. It only makes things worse. People go crazy trying to find out this rumor. And if they see you come out of the castle, the rumor will spiral out of control, and it'll only make it harder to get rid of.
So what? I'm trapped.
You can do whatever you want, though.
I want to go home.
Besides that.
Inherit my own property?
Besides that.
I have to go along with this stupid plan. I should at least get something out of it.
Well, my father's already mad. I can't go around bypassing his rules. It'll only make it worse.
Look, just give us a chance and see what we can do.
So in the end, the prince gets what he wants, the guard does his bidding, and the commoner gets nothing. Seems pretty typical to me.
Well, at least if everything goes according to plan, you won't end up married.
Guess there's a silver lining to everything.
Your Highness, the royal justice would like to see you.
Ah, duty calls. Don't worry, Elizabeth. I'll fix this.
You have to give him a chance.
I won't. He's never gonna understand
Can
what
you
it
give a
is.
secret?
I don't see what this
Can you or not?
Yeah.
Then I'll show you why you have to trust me. I was raised outside in the forest in the village. Well, I guess they found me outside in the village. They raised me until I was about 5, and I met Charles on his 4th birthday when he was allowed to go riding for the first time. And then we became friends after that.
I don't see what this has. This has the phoenix on it. No one but the royal crest is supposed to carry the phoenix.
Thing is, to Charles, he and I are like family.
But, so did the king have an affair that I'm just not aware of?
I have a scar here on my hand. So does Charles too, if you ever get a chance to look. It was his ideas. Blood brothers and all that. If you haven't noticed by now, Charles has a flair for the dramatic. He does not know what it's like to be a commoner, but he does not think that we're beneath him.
So, why does the court hate him so much?
Well, let's just say that there are a few people on the court who don't particularly like the prince.
Why is that?
And let's just say that we ended up on the wrong side of the fight with Charles.
Just don't understand.
Just give us a chance and see what we can do.
All right. I'll attempt.
May I have the lady a moment? She's been called to her rooms.
If you need anything, just let me know. And Sabine, hang in there.
And the next rumor.
Well, she is here, but the wedding is happening. It didn't take more than a slip of the tongue. The one cook and the gardener, and the whole place knows what's happening.
Excellent. I'd like to see my brother squirm his way out of this one. The Lords will never accept a commoner. He's sunk his own ship.
But he's rather charming. Don't you think he'll just blast that gun of his and things will fall into place?
I don't know how, but some way my brother's friend Colin is involved.
How is he involved?
I'm not sure yet, but I plan on finding out. I will get the crown and I will take those 2 fools down. Go check in the city to see how far our little plan is spread.
Your Highness,
Colin,
you started the rumors, didn't you?
You went looking for her, didn't you?
Not for this. You changed the rules, and you knew the king would get mad.
And?
You ruined that girl's entire life.
Ruined it? I made her a princess. Well, at least for now.
They gave you the midnight shift again?
Of course.
After all these years, even though you're clearly the best fighter out of all of them?
Well, two things still remain true. For one, they hate me for being a commoner. And two, I can't be doing anything else when I have to be following you or whatever crazy thoughts come to your mind.
I really messed up this time, didn't I?
No. This is the door started those rumors. You didn't make it hard or anything, but I can't blame you. You were only trying to do the right thing.
Well, I have a new plan.
And it is?
Only the best plan you've ever heard.
I haven't even heard it yet.
Well, you know how my father doesn't ever listen to us?
Obviously.
And how he doesn't care about what the people think at all?
Yes, and?
Well, that's going to work to our advantage.
What now?
I've been told to tell the people tomorrow morning about our engagement in the city hall.
Tomorrow? We don't have any time for any plan like that.
That's exactly where my plan comes in.
You better start making some sense right now. How are you going to get out of a direct command from the king?
We just won't do it.
I busted my butt off for 15 years to make sure that you keep the crown, and now you're just going to throw it all away?
No, listen, wait. We go out as instructed. We gather a crowd as instructed. And then instead of inviting them to a wedding, we invite them to a large gathering to invite all of them and all the people of the castle to talk about farming and medicine and other things.
And your father won't find out because?
He doesn't listen. If he hears we're planning some big event, he won't look into it.
And Isadora?
You will keep her distracted with a party amongst the court. She can't say no to it. She needs them more than we do.
I don't say I agree with your plan, but I have to admit, it's better than anything I've come up with. But that just prolongs the problem. How are you going to get out of a marriage with the crown on your neck?
Once all the people are here, our approval ratings will be through the roof. And my father will have to let us drop it. He doesn't want this any more than we do. He's just trying to punish me.
And what does Sabine do?
Well, obviously, she spends her time with you, planning the event, and falling hopelessly in love with you.
You know, why ever run a stupid ball?
Because you were due for something good to come into your life. And if you would have just danced with her, I wouldn't have had to get involved. Never had a girl run from me like that before, though.
That's only my life.
Are you running some first drink?
No, I'm just looking for Colin.
Oh, we'll be here soon.
Oh, well then don't stop on my account. Hello there, gentlemen.
I was hoping to speak to the both of you.
Oh, he'll be back. He's just a little embarrassed. Come walk.
So, I was thinking about my time here.
What a coincidence, so are we.
I was hoping to sit down and discuss life in the villages with you. Show you how to interact with the people, give you ideas on how to interact with them, and, help you bring them to your side.
That's exactly what we were thinking.
Am I stupid or what? I let it distract me from a fight? I'm supposed to be the best fighter here. One more move and the prince's life could have been taken like that. This is stupid. I mean, it's not like she's gonna fall for me anyways.
Are you done sulking?
Yeah.
Good. Sabine's been briefed on the plan. She's all in.
On everything?
Yeah, I
long as no tomatoes get thrown or people die, we should be fine.
Please gather round for an announcement from your prince. Important announcement, straight from the prince.
They're not coming over.
I'm not gonna walk straight into bad news.
What do you mean?
Good news never comes from official announcements. Raises in taxes, stricter laws, sort of thing usually comes from the castle.
She's got a point. And I think that having all these guards here are really making everyone nervous.
All right. I'll handle it. Hey, why don't you let me handle this? I think you should take the rest of the castle staff back.
But you will be our protector.
Ah, man, I guess I better keep Colin with me, just in case. The rest of you guys should go, though. I think you're really scary.
Are you sure?
Always, 100%. Good afternoon, everyone. I, as your crown prince, have come to tell you in person about the gathering we will be having in a few months. This gathering will be talking about farming and medicine.
It's gonna be a chance of a lifetime. People from around the kingdom will be here buying your wares. They're gonna learn new ways to fight devil's breath. Think of the money. Why did the castle do this?
Well, this kingdom has had knowledge and know-how that has been stuck. And in order to grow, we must grow together, and in order to stand strong, we must stand together.
Who is she? Yeah, tell us. Are the rumors true?
Well, this is Sabine Dumont. Her uncle is the head of your merchant council. She's with us to make sure your needs are met during this exciting time. And with her help, we hope to bring a stronger connection between the people and the castle.
Is that the girl?
Are they engaged? Hey, better be. I want one of us on the inside. Like Colin has been.
Let's see if the prince can keep any of his promises, since he sure couldn't keep any of his last engagement.
In order to make this work, I hope to be interacting with you all more, get to know your needs and concerns. I hope to be visiting the city much more. Charles? Well, I think today is a great day to start.
I doubt anyone's gonna try to hurt him.
It's never his health I'm worried about. It's just, for once, I'd like him to tell me what he's about to do before he does it.
So are you enjoying the show?
He's gonna give me a heart attack.
Oh, my sister had a baby last night.
That's wonderful. How's she doing?
Great. Thank you for saying the extra food. We'll really help us get to the next few weeks so she's recuperated.
Of course.
Did I hear someone say a baby? May I see them?
Well, hers would like.
I don't think it's a good time for Your Highness.
No, it's a blessing. Come here, Grace. This way.
I get his, I think his crown is in danger, but he didn't stoop me as the kissing babies type.
Yeah, she just really likes babies. But not in a strange way. He cares for things that have potential to be great. Things that need protecting. Every time he got in trouble, I can always find him in the nursery. And he even raised his baby cousins from the day they were born.
So he's just a protector of the innocent.
He's like that with the new guards that come to the castle and the horses in the stable.
But you don't need protecting. I saw you winning that fight earlier.
I always win. Well, except for today.
But if you don't need protecting anymore, why are you still so close?
Well, because somebody needs to be protecting him.
Today was invigorating, I'd say.
Eye-opening.
This is the perfect chance for me to get into the Lord's service.
You do know how to command your demons.
And soon I will command this whole country. Have you figured out anything about my brother?
The people seemed to like him even more. He's spending time in the city. It seems he plans to be married outside the castle.
Did you figure out how Colin is involved yet?
No, he still spends his time escorting Charles and the girl. I can't get close to him.
Ugh, and the girl.
Another victim of your brother's dashing smile. She seems like she'd do anything he says.
And what about her family?
No parents. They died years ago. Her uncle has taken her in at his glass shop. She seems to have talent there, but won't inherit
I invited all the lords and ladies.
Everything will be fine.
Now, remember, everyone here still thinks that you two are engaged.
Don't worry, me and my child can make them believe that, and Colin taught you how to dance.
Why do the dances change so much?
It keeps the courts entertained.
It keeps them preoccupied and the like.
I won't have to talk to any of them, will I?
Just leave that to me.
And if you get stuck, just get one of us who to help. And whatever you do,
avoid Isadora.
Sister can't be that bad. A little cold, maybe.
I think you mean vindictive.
And what happens if I somehow end up talking to her?
Keep your enemies close.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, it is, lady.
Oh, good. It used to be the problem. Everyone that you find has seen you.
They have? Doesn't seem that way.
Well, sometimes the best are the pieces in the cluster. I have many classmates at home, and I would love it if someone could tell me about this sometime.
Yes, it would be my honor.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You mean my uncle?
Well, he used to work here in the city. Well, that is a long time ago.
He's doing all right. He's been sick, and he's very old and immensely tired.
Well, aren't we all?
Well, we're friends.
True. Never stopped doing me that one.
It's like a coiled spring whenever he has to sit down.
Deliberate is the thing, and sharing the bird's face for lighter words.
Boys?
Sabine, I'm so glad we finally chat.
Your Highness.
Oh, please, Isadora. We'll be sisters. Come, let's find my brother. Come, honestly.
Coming, Isadora.
Ah, there you two are. I hope you're really happy for my reality takes me for dance. You're supposed to be avoiding her.
She didn't give me much choice.
She's behind all of this, you know.
Why does she hate you so much?
Do you want the alphabetical list or the chronological one?
So, why isn't Colin dancing?
Oh, he's working. He doesn't much like parties. He did this there first man.
At the ball?
Yes, he was the one that pointed you out to.
Why?
Well, shoes. We had never seen glass shoes.
My uncle had made them for my mother's wedding, but they broke when
When you ran, yes. Why did you run?
I was afraid. I couldn't dance very well.
Of me?
No, not of you. Of what you would say, of what you would think if you realized you were dancing like a commoner, but I guess you noticed.
I did, and you've gotten better with practice.
Your Highness, may I have this moment to speak about business with you?
Of course. Sabine, I think you should go talk to Colin. Someone should acknowledge this, right?
You know, my brother just doesn't have the best vision.
Is that so?
Yes, it's madness what him and my father are trying to do. Keep all the power to themselves, like your glass shop, right? That should be yours. Not that silly apprentice just because he's a boy.
But the prince said he wouldn't do anything about the law. Well, Colin said that.
Oh, what does Colin know? He's my brother's lapdog. He'd order his own execution if it came from my brother's lips. Who's going to get what you want from him? And how do you want to get it? Forget the boys. Think long term. Do you know any more about Charles than the 6 other girls? Well, it's been great talking with you. I must get going.
Highness?
Where is it, right?
Nothing.
That's good. She's family at home.
Yeah.
You look nice dancing out there with friends.
Thanks. He said that you're at the ball.
I'm generally wherever he is. None of the other girls can keep up with him.
You go around with everything, he says?
I I usually talk about the worst ideas.
But you don't blindly follow him.
Following Charles blindly is a good way of ended up walking off the edge of a cliff. Charles is a dreamer, and he needs help staying tethered to reality.
Do you think that we can pull off this gathering and put an end to this engagement?
I think so. We have to.
How? I don't understand. What about what the princess said? What about Mrs. Laura?
What about it?
Well, why is it that she can't be queen?
Besides the fact that she's a manipulative liar?
I'll have you know that we're currently lying to everyone. Why do you hate her so much? Why is it life or death that Charles gets the throne?
All she cares about is revenge against Charles.
Revenge? For what?
A long time ago, she was meant to marry a prince from a few kingdoms over. She would have been his queen, and she would have had her own throne.
What?
Well, when Charles's sixth engagement, he broke it off with the guy's cousin. He was furious. He was sure that Isadora had used him. So, he sent her home in shame, and now nobody wants her.
So she wants Charles's crown and revenge.
She never cared about this country. Her whole life, she was brought up to believe that she was made to rule somewhere else, somewhere better. She burned this whole country down without giving a second thought. I mean, hell, she probably even smiled.
Smiles have lots of things. I think we should move the medical tents down to the slums of the city. Easier access to the city folk.
Good idea. And do you think that we'll need wagons for transporting people?
I think there's already too many people in the streets. It's already crowded in the city.
I agree.
I figured you'd be used to it.
Well, I said we'll spend as much time as I can outside in the village with the family.
The ones by the forest?
Well, they've always given Charles and I a place to escape to when we were little. I remember when we were younger, we used to just spend weeks at a time with different families, playing in the forest. But Charles started getting less and less time outside of the castle. But we still went as often as we could. I get letters from them about once a month, and I think Charles really likes it for hunting. But it's nice to go somewhere where you're treated like family.
But I thought you considered Charles your family.
I do, but that doesn't mean I'm welcome. Even the other guards don't like me. Some of them are sons of lords who are way too far down the line to inherit anything, and others, well, they're illegitimate.
Well, who knows? Maybe you were left in the forest by some queen.
That's just about as likely as
The prince falling in love with a commoner.
touche. But I guess we could both danger from a fairy tale.
But I don't want to marry him, remember?
You know, but what about you? What was life like growing up with your uncle?
My uncle loves a good story. He used to read them to the village kids before he got sick, but now he can hardly get up. Martin, that awful apprentice, he was just awful at everything. He used to order me around. It was a lot of hard work, but I love making things with glass. My uncle's work looks like it's about to come alive at any moment. I just want to be as good as him someday.
Here.
I thought they both broke.
Yeah, this one survived. I kept it for you.
My uncle made these for my mother's wedding. I'm so glad one of them survived. It's all I have left of her.
Well, when you get to the not married prince, I'm sure we can find a way to get you that glass shop.
And will that be the last time I hear from the castle?
Well, only if you want it to be.
So, would you come visit me?
Well, having Charles in a glass shop is like having a bull in a china shop. But I can assure you, he can pay for any damages he causes.
And if you came to visit me?
We'll all be sure to be very careful because I cannot pay for anything.
We can always find something for you to do.
I wouldn't be much help. I'm not the creative type of person.
Well, we'll find something.
I can speak with you right now.
Hey, can wait. What, Charles? Can't you see in the middle of something?
Yeah, right now we need to talk. What is it? Your village.
Spit it out, Charles.
Devil's breath ass taking the village.
But there's no cure.
I don't understand. The doctors, they have medicine. We sell them vials. And they can slow the disease.
They're gone. They're all gone.
No! No! No!
Sabine, I need you to go check with the healers to make sure Deborah's breath hasn't been attended anywhere else. I need to be with her.
No! This can't be!
Please, Sabine, I need you to go.
They were my family!
I know.
I have to bury them.
You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Brother, let me help you.
They took me in when no one else would. They were all I had in this world that was mine. The least I could do was bury them.
By yourself?
If I have to.
Okay, we'll go.
I can't ask you to come.
Well, they were my home away from home. It would be awfully rude not to go.
The gathering starts in 2 days. I'll be back by then. You need to stay here.
Are you sure?
Yes, Rose. You need to go now.
But you need to sit for me.
No. We never sit. We always act. That's usually your motto. You're supposed to be promising us a cure. The better tomorrow.
I will promise all those things. I will get justice for them. They were just my home as they were yours. But not now. Right now you need to sit. You can't help them if you haven't processed. That's not true. You're not alone.
Well, maybe we could just take another moment to sit down.
Of course.
Colin, you're back. How are you? That was a stupid question.
How are preparations going?
Everything's going according to plan, but as you know, Charles keeps disappearing.
Having fun?
Colin!
It's looking good.
Thank you. Just some last minute things. If you'll excuse me.
So, how are you?
Been better, but there are rests now.
I would have helped.
You needed to be here. People to talk to, crowns to secure.
Yeah, well, now that you're back, you can get back to whatever it is was happening with Sabine.
Right.
Oh, it's been a long time. Not nearly long enough.
That's such a shame. Time really is a precious thing. Something I'm sure your uncle doesn't have a lot left of.
Uncle? How is he?
You should come home and see. Of course, if you're too busy with all of this, I guess it's no big loss that the shop will go to me.
Wouldn't hold my breath.
My deal's still on the table. You could marry when the glass shop stays with you.
No, absolutely not.
When the prince get bored of listening to a commoner, he will change his mind.
He won't get bored. He's not dumb, unlike you.
We'll see.
Don't look now, but the king's coming. Usually it doesn't come to the cities.
Okay, just play it cool. Keep your answers vague.
Why do you always refer to me as Bird?
The people do seem excited. People even cheered when I came to the gates. Can you imagine that? They were happy to see me. You know, this marriage was the greatest idea I've ever had.
Yes, of course. It's a big event. You know, lots of people, great ideas.
You know, you really are coming through, son. I can't wait to tell your mother how well this is going. You'll make a great king someday.
Thank you, Father.
Absolutely. I think one more thing to look at, then that's enough of the city for me.
We shall escort you.
Of course. That's me. I'll keep that thing on.
That stupidity of father praising himself like he's the one with the ideas. I guess I'll just have to take him down with the rest of those battling fools.
Stupid, Sabine. Why can't she do what she's told anymore?
It looks like we could form an alliance. Sir, do you know Sabine Dumont?
Yes, she is a niece of my employer.
Do you ever just wish you would disappear?
Her uncle's refusing to die and give up the shop.
Well, it's yours, and you should have it.
He won't fight me as long as Sabine's still around.
Then you remove her from the picture.
But how? The prince and his guard are always around her.
Then we divide and conquer.
How?
Leave that to me. But first, you must give this to the king.
How?
Everyone loves to hear how great you think you are. Just don't let that little rat Sabine see.
Your Majesty, you are the shining star of this kingdom. It would mean so much for you to take this drink from my unwritten hand.
See what I mean? I do, Your Grace. I do.
Prince Charles, come quickly.
Yes, what is it?
Your father, His Grace,
He is what, you know? I just saw him an hour.
he's collapsed, sir. The doctors think it's devil's breath.
Devil's breath? How?
Her Grace, the Queen, believes it must have gotten to him when he was out in the city with you today.
But there haven't been any cases of it in the city. And it's not like he talked to anyone. How did he get it?
From that cloaked figure. The one who gave him the drink.
Right. Oh, well, we better go see if anyone else has turned up sick. Charles, go to your father. And call in. I'll see if Gerda has any leftover medicine. And then we'll go find the guy in the cloak.
I just don't understand it. It's always worked before.
Excuse me.
Maybe it's own fault. Chloride is fine as devil's breath. Still, it's a horrible way to go.
If you could tell me
You're
how
right.
the king is doing.
It serves him right. The royals invented a poison that seems like a disease to control the rebels throughout the kingdom. Kind of poison comes around and bites him in the royal butt. It's still horrid. How'd the king come into contact with it anyway? Who cares? The big issue is I still don't understand why the antidote isn't working. The princess gave us all the ingredients. Divine intervention. Shall we go get some food in the city? Best to get on the frivolity way before returning in the morning. That's a good plan.
Devil's breath? Controls rebels? Devil's breath is man-made? No. Not man-made. Royalty-made. But then that means that my village, all those people, oh God, I gotta go find Charles. Charles, I need to talk to you.
We need to talk to you too.
All right, whatever it is, it can wait.
It can't.
Charles, Devil's Breath, my village.
My father has made a decree.
Charles, we need to talk about Devil's Breath.
What's there to talk about? My father has made his decree.
Charles, we need to talk about Devil's Breath.
I'm sorry, I really am, but my father has made a decree.
What decree?
He wants us to have the wedding tomorrow, and he wants us to announce it tomorrow morning.
What?
He wants to see it before he dies.
I can't have one piece of good news today.
What are you talking
I told you we needed to talk about Devil's Breath. It's because of that crown. Because of that crown, everyone I know is gone.
Colin, just slow down. Take a deep breath. Just tell us what's wrong.
Devil's Breath was created by your family. They used it to keep the naysayers down. It's a poison, not a disease. It's political genocide. I'm done with the crown.
Cal, what you're saying doesn't make sense. My father is dying of devil's breath. And I know you're upset about your village, but this is no time to be making crazy accusations.
You were right. You'll never understand. Goodbye. Good luck.
Colin! Oh. He'll be back, won't he?
Maybe, but I think you should look into what he was talking about.
All right. Get me a messenger! What if what he was saying is true?
If it is, then we'll just fix it, but remember, we're gonna get married.
Yes, I am very sorry about that. I know you two are a good thing together.
It's all right. At least you're a better option than Martin back at home.
Glad to be of service.
I just need to know one thing. Well, I guess 6.
What happened to the other girls?
I just want to make sure I'm not going to end up resenting the fact that I met you.
You don't already?
No.
After all this?
Well, as long as I find out you didn't stuff all those girls in the closet.
You won't find any girls in the closet, just me. It turns out I'm not really looking for a princess.
You're gay?
Yeah.
Is Colin, are you gay?
No. We're just friends. Didn't you see that he was into you?
Well, it's been a day of surprises. Why set engagements up at all?
My father's the one that sets them. Each time, I say it's for the betterment of the kingdom. The crown is more important than my happiness. And I probably could do it, but they're all too caught up in court games like my sister. They never see eye to eye with me. But at least you get my plan for the future, my vision for tomorrow. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry you're marrying a man who will never love you like that.
Well, at least I'm marrying a man I can trust. We cannot be in love with each other together.
All right, I guess that works. Is my messenger coming?
I hope so.
Your Highness, you called for me?
Yes, I would like you to go get me the doctors that were here for my father.
I believe they went back to the city, Your Highness. It may take a few hours to locate them.
As quickly as you can.
Right away.
Oh, he's never been mad at me before. All our lives.
Well, listen to him. He thinks your family is responsible for the death of his. He loves you as a brother, but he's not a royal. He's always going to be second class.
But how can that be true? My father is dying right now of devil's breath. What would he even gain from hurting Colin's village? They supported the castle.
It doesn't matter. What matters is Colin feels like it's true.
And what if it is true?
Then we fix it. Together. With Colin.
If we can find him.
We'll find him. And the truth.
Running out of time to come up with a new reason why this plan won't work.
So glad you could make it.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it. But oh my, it appears their little shadow is missing, still mourning the death of his little village.
Colin couldn't make it. Anyway, Sabine, you look beautiful. Are you ready?
Are you?
We're gonna find out.
Any sightings of Colin?
No, none yet.
And what about the doctors?
Nope, they're still missing.
Brother, it's time.
All right. Hello, friends. I have called you all to here today to tell you there's more to this gathering than previously let on. It is with great pleasure that I announce something that will delight you all.
Tell us.
It is with great pleasure to announce that we will be holding a ball!
A ball? How exciting!
Yes, it's a ball. Everyone's invited. Now, I must get back to planning.
You're weaker than I thought.
Leave me alone, Isidore.
Father will disown you.
The people still love me.
His dying wish, ignored. What good is the love of the people if you have no power? How dare you touch me, peasant?
Oh, you made me think that we could be on the same side. I even stepped up for you with the boys. And it turns out they were right all along. You're nothing but a power-hungry maniac.
You will rue the day. You will regret this.
Be sure to put it on your calendar. What is wrong with you? Why didn't you announce the wedding?
I couldn't do it. I kept thinking of Colin in the crowd. I couldn't let him think that I was just going to roll over and do everything they said. Couldn't let him know I was my father's puppet. And I couldn't marry the girl he loves.
What?
You didn't hear it from me.
What matters is, did you hear it from him?
Don't listen to him. Martin? Devil's breath is in the city.
Oh, we're looking into that. There's no need to be alarmed, everyone.
He's right. We called the doctors already. They're on their way to check this now. Would the prince really put us in danger?
Yes, please, everyone, get back to preparating for the ball. We'll be back soon. I'll fix this.
Sabine? Colin? Charles?
Good. We're all introduced.
Colin, get back to work. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Rushing into a sick tent like this. I mean, do you ever think like a prince?
That's what you're for.
He won't get sick. It's still poison.
Poison? So it is true.
I told Gerda exactly what I told you. She listened.
Colin.
It all makes sense. It didn't act like any disease I've ever seen before.
I think the antidote will still work.
And what about my father?
Look who the patients are.
The doctors?
They said that Isidore gave him the cure. Isidore's behind this. She would have no need to poison them if they were telling the truth.
But, so you're saying that Isadora did all of this? She wasn't the king.
She wouldn't.
You know she would do anything to try and keep you away from the crown. Especially pull us apart by hurting the people I love. She knew she couldn't take us together, so she pulled us apart. But once we find the cure, we'll give it to the king and the rest of the country, and we'll get you two married. And she won't be able to do nothing because you already made the announcement.
I didn't.
What?
Okay. I kept seeing you in the crowd, and I couldn't be dictated by the crowd if it was for this. I'm glad I didn't do it.
And?
I couldn't get married to a girl.
Yeah, why would they do this?
Are you too good?
He couldn't stay mad at me forever.
Well, we couldn't leave the king to Isidora.
I feel like this is all my fault.
No, this is Isidora's fault.
Think you could get the antidote for the princess?
Well, there's only one way we can find out, really.
If I know my sister, she hid it in plain sight.
Do you think it's here? The library?
Let's look.
I think I found it.
We need to get this to Gerda.
Gerda can get this made, and then
I really thought that you were going to marry her. You had me fooled, but you were too busy protecting your little commoner friend. You're just too stupid. It's too easy. Guards, take my brother.
Sabine!
Let her go.
Sabine, stop me.
I let her. That just makes the story that much better.
What story?
The one where the prince's loyal lapdog tries to rise above the station and run off with his beloved.
No one will believe you.
They'll believe me when they find your blade next to his dead body.
No one will believe you. No one will believe that I would ever want to become a royal. That I will betray Charles.
Not even when they see the phoenix illegally branded on your sword?
Sabine will stop you.
You said that already. Face it, Charles. I'm 5 steps ahead of you. You don't know what you're doing. Goodbye, Colin. I'm going to find my dress for your funeral. What do you think looks best with the crown?
Sabine! Isadora! Isadora!
I'm back.
Sabine, get out of here.
Well, she just told me to run, so, you know, we should save Charles first.
I'm kind of tied up here.
Well, maybe. I brought something.
Go get the king. I'll meet you there.
We have to save Charles.
I did not keep him alive for this long just to get blamed for his death. Go!
Your Highness, it's gonna be okay. Antidote's gonna start working. We just need to find Colin, but for now, hide until you feel better. Sabine, we meet again. What are you getting out of this? What am I not getting out of this? It doesn't hurt to have a friend on the throne. I thought you would have figured that out, but maybe you're bored with your little prince and have thought about my offer? No, I never would. Then I'm gonna have to take you to the princess. I mean, wait.
Everything all right?
Peachy! Oh.
What happened to my son?
Your daughter.
Isadora?
The one and only.
And you saved me.
And me,
You all right?
a bit embarrassed, but I'll live.
You still have to stop Isadora.
Well, I think it's time to give her exactly what she wants.
You're kidding me.
Wait a minute. I'm open for ideas that don't make my head explode.
Alright, well, let's think. She wants the crown. She thinks she stopped this. She's too cocky to check on the end results.
Don't think that helps us.
Well, okay, think about it this way. What does she want? A crown. She wants to be in charge. We're in the throne room. She's bound to call all the lords and ladies into this very room. Anywhere else but the throne room would be beneath her.
So we let her tell her story and track her own words.
Exactly. Help me hide the king and Charles. I doubt we have a lot of time. The lords are on their way.
Excellent. Now, should I meet them standing, or should I just sit? Because I'm so upset about the death of my father and brother.
I think so.
Excellent choice. Let them in. Lords and ladies, I have gathered you today at this time to announce the death of my father and brother. They were taken from this bed in this world too soon. It is known that my brother shared a love for the common folk, and ultimately that led to his untimely demise. Though the crown lays heavy on my head, I will responsibility, and I will lead us back out of these dark times.
If the crown is so heavy, why don't you just hand it over?
Dearest brother, I thought you were...
Charles! He's alive!
Well, next time, make sure that your guards finish the job.
Who's one of them staying dead?
Isadora, this is more worse than I could have ever imagined. Lady Fauntleroy, take her to her chambers and lock her in this instant.
But Father! Father? No!
I suppose I owe your friends a thank you.
The people of this country deserve one too.
You are right.
And I'll take an apology and the crown, and you will step down and abdicate the throne.
What? Charles, have you gone mad? I will do no such thing.
I am offering you a graceful exit. Your crimes against the people will not go unpunished.
But I never meant to... You are right.
You will announce it tonight at the ball.
I will. You are king now, Charles.
What will be your first act as king?
A dissolution of this engagement.
Another one. Charles, what am I going to do with you?
I don't want to get married. I'll be fine.
You'll rule alone.
I won't be alone. Now, let's see if we can do something about that glass shop. Yours?
Please.
And how about some dinner?
Ooh, did someone say dinner?
You're not invited!
Before they leave,